At Absa CIB, leadership in African trade, it's really about execution. It's about being on the ground, making decisions locally, and then ensuring we deliver consistently across Africa's diverse markets. What differentiates Absa is our Pan-Africa footprint. We combine deep local knowledge with cross-border expertise and capabilities. We enable trade flows within, out of, and into Africa. With supply chains becoming more regional, that understanding end-to-end of Africa matters more than ever. Joe, why has supply chain finance historically not scaled in Africa?
Thank you, Michelle. That's a very good question. Michelle, one of the biggest hindrances in scaling supply chain across all the markets where we are present in the African regions has always been regulatory approvals. Although I must confess and admit that we have made a huge progress and we are walking the journey with the regulators. And secondly, one thing that I would also like to highlight has always been the understanding of the products from the global corporates and regional corporates that are operating within the region.
So we're not just part of the discussion, we are actively helping to shape Africa's trade finance agenda. And that's reflected in our platinum sponsorship of GTR Africa. Looking ahead, export diversification as well as South-South trade flows present a very real opportunity. We know there remain some structural and infrastructure challenges, but many more of our corporates are now trading with fast-growing emerging markets. And we see strong potential in agri-processing, energy transition, as well as manufacturing value chains. And of course, you have the AfCFTA playing a central role in unlocking Africa's trade flows. Joe, what's the role of banks like Absa in trade finance on the continent?
I see it in two fronts. The first one is I see Absa as a regional bank addressing some of the socio-economic challenges in the continent by facilitating movement of goods across the continent, making sure that the person on the ground benefits socially and addressing some of the social ills that are prevalent into our African markets. Secondly, it's on the funding gap. So as Absa, we have responsibility to address the funding challenges that is also existing into the African market. Therefore, by providing liquidity, number one, and structures that facilitate trade funding in the continent, we are actually addressing some of all the challenges that everybody is talking about in our beautiful continent.
You referenced corporates and what we're doing to support them with trade finance across the continent. And client centricity really underpins how we execute. We design solutions around client needs, which is supported by our digital capability that really improves speed and transparency and also client experience. Joe, how is trade digitization evolving in Africa?
This is one of the most topical subjects, one of my favorite, if you may ask me. And to answer you, Michelle, I think we've done well as Absa, as a regional bank in the continent. I think we've made huge investments around single view clients on Absa Access, where the client is given opportunity to talk to us while they're sitting anywhere else in the world. I mean, the system is web-based, therefore the only thing that they need is just access to the internet. Secondly, is on the trade and working capital side, where we've actually reduced the turnaround times for clients by giving clients access to actually communicate with us, send instructions to us on that web-based platform, which means that clients do not have to leave their offices and come to the bank. They actually can send us instructions anywhere else where they are. So I think It's quite a lot that we have done, and I know that there's still quite a lot that you are doing, especially on the AI side and trying to address some of the operation issues. Do you mind talking about that, Michelle?
We have made significant investments as Absa to digitize trade, and the focus and objective is improving client experience and also creating efficiency and transparency in trade flows. We use OCR and AI to really improve execution in the back office across the continent. To give a practical example, the OCR capability allows us to check significant amount of export LC documents in a couple of minutes, compared to a couple of hours or even a couple of days, depending on the size of documents we used to receive. AI we use to automate trade-based money laundering checks, so linking into external third-party ecosystems, so that we're really able to speed up execution for our clients and get them their money and what they need far quicker than we could before.
It sounds like you've made a huge progress, Michelle.
Thanks, Joe. Indeed we are. Ultimately, success for Africa's trade finance landscape and trade landscape really does mean export diversification. It's around sustainable growth and creating a lot deeper value chains regionally and globally. And as Absa, we intend to be a catalyst for that. We will continue to invest heavily in the coming years, both on the digital side to make sure that we continue to drive efficiencies and improve the way our clients are able to execute trade. We also will ensure that we remain ahead of what's happening. The geopolitical environment and macroeconomic environment does create challenges, but it also creates opportunities. And we plan to be at the forefront of making sure that we can help clients mitigate the risks, but also capture the opportunities of growing in new markets. That is our plan and strategy as we go forward.